Welcome back to the Social Media Sucks podcast. On this episode, we're going to be talking about TikTok and why people feel good when they use it.
With so many different platforms,
Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter,
and their purposes evolving daily, navigating social media can be, well, complicated. Welcome to the Social Media Sucks podcast from Cubco.
Social media really sucks.
Where we unpack the latest trends and help remove the suck from social media.
Welcome back to the Social Media Sucks podcast, guys. You're tuning in for a dose of marketing and to get what's happened in the ever-changing social media landscape. So today I have on my right side, Andy, our strategist lead at Cubco.
Hey guys.
And as always, our beloved CEO, Chris Carbonos.
What's up?
So guys, let's talk about TikTok.
Yes.
As we do a lot these days, but
babe.
let's discuss this perception on TikTok in contrast to Instagram, for instance.
I think I did a tweet the other day because I overheard somebody saying, TikTok is where I go to feel good. Or like TikTok is where I go to be myself. To feel like myself. And Instagram is where I go to feel bad about myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty accurate.
So it's kind of sad, but yeah, I mean,
TikTok allows you to be authentic and be,
I guess, or just like enjoy the things that you want to enjoy. Whereas I think that Instagram has somewhat morphed into, or has been for a long time, been about, pretty pictures and, what your life
polished
should be and what you don't have versus what, you could be happy with.
I think it's like Instagram showing you the good life while TikTok shows you life.
Just shows you life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I'm getting on the wrong sides of TikTok lately, but
what
all I get on TikTok now is just good life.
The people in Lambos.
Mostly.
that's your ambition, right? That's your ambition. So that's
maybe I don't know. I'm drawn to that stuff.
Of course.
Aspirational, I
the
guess.
good life. You're an expensive bitch. Okay, so I got that.
Coming in hot.
Cool stuff.
This is a spicy podcast. It's a spicy podcast.
You wanted me to be the savage.
Yeah.
I mean, also on the podcast.
Yeah. Okay, we'll keep that one. That's a hot take.
What do you mean by you're getting the bad side or on TikTok?
No, I just get like almost
aspirational stuff.
Yeah, I think my side of TikTok is like kind of gravitating to where my Instagram was. That's just something I've
maybe
seen.
That's just something you're into.
Yeah
you're into like fancy stuff.
Yeah, the algorithm is
maybe
never wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. So maybe that's what you want. But I think what's the interesting point is that, and I think that's the difference between maybe Instagram Reels versus TikTok. And I've talked about this before. Is that I found that TikTok kind of exposes me to a plethora of things, whereas on Instagram Reels, when I get into something, it's all I see. So, for example, all I see will be like photographers talking about their process, like, or they're, like showing filters that they've used, or, how to hack Instagram's algorithm. Like, so it gets me into these folds where it's just that for like 30 minutes and that's all I see. Whereas TikTok, I find like diversifies the content and sort of pokes around.
Yeah.
Like, are you interested in this? I'll show you that. I'll show you this. I'm way more highly entertained by TikTok than I am Reels.
To be honest, I'm lately becoming more bored with TikTok.
Okay.
Wild take. It's not because I have another platform. At the moment I'm like bored with all social media of mine. So I was actually thinking about starting a new TikTok, like a virgin account, to see where would that take me.
I think it's gonna be hard for you, to be honest. Like, I know at least with me, I just by default tap, double click or something.
Really?
So I think
never
you have
do
to
that.
like remove your phone. Okay,
I very rarely like TikTok
my likes
videos.
are cheap then.
But you guys, okay, so TikTok is then like a place for us being ourselves. But I think isn't like the non-stalker friendliness of TikTok is kind of like adding value to that.
There's a lot of positive vibes there.
Yeah.
Well, there's still some comments that don't pass the vibe test, but I would still say that there is a more positivity there than you could say on Instagram, and also less bots. Like, I don't know how many. Like, when I post, I get 2 or 3 comments that are bots. always on Instagram.
Instagram has a bot problem.
Yeah, there's a bot problem there, which I haven't seen over on TikTok. But I mean, TikTok recently did a study, because we're talking now about like, why is it giving that good vibe sort of feeling? Like, why are people feeling these things? And we're tapping into it by saying it's places where people feel more like themselves and they can be free. I think that what people think is they don't necessarily have to aspire to be something. I think that when you post on Instagram, you're putting your best life forward.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're getting at, is that they can just post stuff or they can maybe just consume content that they find interesting and like content, and not worry about, someone, seeing, they like this.
Yeah.
Right? Because they just get to, because I have a feeling like when I like stuff on Instagram that I'm personally vouching for this content.
Yes.
Whereas on TikTok, I don't have that feeling.
Nobody sees that.
Nobody cares and nobody sees that.
Yeah.
And I think also what's interesting about TikTok is people love to create stuff. Like most people are artists sort of trapped in non-artist bodies, if you could say that. We all want to create stuff, but I think inspiration is hard to come by. So what is interesting about TikTok is that your inspiration is only one sort of swipe up away, because you can just literally copy the latest trend that someone's done and put your own spin on it. Like, I don't know how many videos I've seen of the exact same skit, the exact same sound, the exact, like almost one for one. And no one really cares about it. Like, it's still getting a ton of likes, it's still getting a ton of comments. And it's not really because people don't know where that came from, that trend, and they don't know the source. So they don't care about that. They only care about, this is entertaining, this is relatable. And they're just going to like and comment anyway. So,
I mean, when I see people like copying content, sometimes if it's like non-creative, so like it's one-to-one, I'll be like, no, I've seen this. Yeah. But if it's creative, so if it's like rather just taking the format and then like giving like a creative spin to it and like making it like contextual for your own self, then I think that's creative.
But if it's the very first one that you see, you don't know if you're seeing the original or not unless you go into that sound.
That's also true.
And actually see. I've liked stuff that I was like, that's super funny and creative. And then I go and see where it came from.
It's like 2 million other videos.
Yeah, it's like, exactly. It wasn't even like one of the top ones. I'm like, oh, okay, well, all right. I still liked it. Like, I still thought it was like interesting.
Yeah.
And there were still thousands of other people that liked that unoriginal video. So it's really funny. Like, the bar also on originality is so low now, because it's like, nobody cares about that. It's almost like
create what you want to create.
Yeah, like that's the creator economy that we're in. Almost everybody can, take a part of that and actually post and distribute your content. So TikTok, in my mind, just amplifies that and says, okay, the bar is low. You don't even need to do anything original, really. You can just tap into something, which is kind of what we've always done.
How should brands leverage that?
You have to have a voice. So you have to take your brand and say, what part of our values or what part of our personality do we want to come across here? But for the most part, as a brand, if you want to survive or do something successful on TikTok, you don't necessarily need to come up with the skit. You don't even need to come up with the sound. You can just tap into that one sound that's being popular and put your own small spin on it. I mean, like Ryanair's a prime example of like a brand that's taking their own personality and saying, okay, listen, we're just going to do it in a unique way. We're going to put, we're going to use this filter where we put faces on a plane, and we're going to just, make fun of, ourselves. Yeah. And that's their voice. They're making fun of themselves mostly. And that's working for them. And the brands that we work with, it's also working for them. Having their own spin on a trending sound or a trending skit, it works. People resonate with it and it works well.
So it's really about like finding your brand DNA and figuring out how to adopt that.
Yeah. I find like the creativity or the level of work that you need to do to put into an original Instagram post is far greater than and you won't see that much success. You'll see much, much more success just angling a TikTok trend towards your brand and the values that you have, or the voice or the tone of voice that you have. You'll see way more success on a TikTok with that. Which is,
I don't think you have to curate that much on TikTok also. So it's easier for brands to just jump in, try different stuff, because nobody is the Wild West basically. So you can just try stuff. I don't think I think a lot of brands are intimidated with, for instance, Instagram planning that out, and I mean it takes so much effort, and while TikTok is still kind of unexplored, even though it's established and it's just growing massively, but there's so much potential, as we say. Like maybe it's wrong to say that the standard, the benchmark is so low, but I mean it's something brands definitely can leverage.
Yeah, and it's just fun and games. Like a prime example is this post that we did for a client where somebody was complaining like on TikTok that this brand's account was reaching the same level of followers as this influencer. And so they were like, they made a post about it and included that brand. And like a few days after, when that brand surpassed them, we did a video for them where we were commenting on that. And it's all fun and games, but you would never see that on Instagram. Like, it would be considered punching down. It would be considered like just completely like not funny. But on TikTok, like people ate it up because they're like, okay, this is dialogue. This is discussion. This is
Duet or Stitch.
This is duets. This is stitches. This is the culture that is TikTok, and it works fine.
Yeah.
And I think that's why people feel like they can be themselves. They don't have to put on a show. They can just be part of the culture.
Yeah.
And just tap into culture that already exists. So I think it's quite cool.
So what do you guys think is the future for TikTok? Do you think they can maintain this perception of this feel-good app, or this be your true self, be creative?
So my take is that you will only find something interesting so long. There will always be something new. There will always be something shinier. But I think for now, I think it is TikTok. And I think for maybe 2 or 3 years more, it could be TikTok if they play their cards right. How much can TikTok reach really? I think that's the big question. Like where can they go with their live features? What else can they do? Like how else can they expand their platform? But otherwise, I think it's a very exciting and promising app, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it will go.
Have to work towards being a super app.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually,
that's the future.
I think they have the potential to become the next super app.
Yeah,
really.
I think so as well. But I do think the one thing that they have to worry about is they can't get into this, and I've seen it a few times, the whole, I think they actually have to be better on the advertising side. They can't let...
They're awesome.
Yeah, but because they are letting stuff in. Like the other day I saw a really bad ad.
Oh, really?
That was not made for the platform. And I think they always push this, make TikToks, not ads. And I think they have to have some more safeguards in place if they want to remain the cool kid on the block. Because
for their own platform.
For their own platform. Yeah. So ads on their platform can't turn into Facebook ads or Instagram ads.
Yeah, they can't let it saturate.
Yeah, and I've seen a few lately that I'm like, spells the death or spells like the downcline of it. And I think they have to be very careful in this, and I think they need to have a better ad review policy to make sure that clients are not just putting up anything that they want, because that'll ultimately be the death of it. Because people will be like, oh man, I'm getting these really crappy ads and it's not relevant for me. I saw one the other day. I'm calling you out, Driscoll's berries. Like, oh my gosh, I should show you this ad. It was made for a different platform. Clearly, like, even the logo's cut off. It's going to spell the death of TikTok, or at least the decline. So they have to be really worried about the ads that are running on the platform, have a very strict ad review policy, and basically turn down ads that don't meet the standard, which is fine. Like, if you had a television channel or you had a print newspaper, you would say, okay, what kind of ads can we have? But we can't have that ad. That's a garbage ad. The same here.
That's true.
Yeah. Safeguard a little bit more.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. And thank you guys for listening. There you have it. Our take on why TikTok makes people feel so good and how brands should leverage that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Leave your subscription, your like, your thoughts, your feedback with us in the comments, and get the chance to win a $100 gift card to Amazon, Chris's favorite website in the whole world.
I'm going to change it up one day. I'm going to have a new favorite, and then we'll give a gift card for that.
Watch out, Amazon.
Watch out, Amazon. I'm taking away my favoriting.
Thank you guys for listening and tuning in.
Thank you guys.
See you for the next one.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
This has been the Social Media Sucks Podcast.